In today's class, we'll learn factorization of polynomials, in which we'll learn the theorem called the factor theorem. In the remainder theorem, we had that whenever we took p of x where the polynomial p of x was divided by x minus a, so the remainder was p of a. So this remainder p of a, if it comes as 0, then we say that it is a factor. That is our factor theorem. So if p of x is a polynomial of degree n greater than or equals to 1 and a is any real number, then number 1, x minus a is a factor of p of x. If p of a is equals to 0. And number 2, p of a equals to 0 if x minus a is a factor of p of x. So say if p of x is a factor, then if x minus a is a factor of p of x, then we say that p of a is 0. And if we say that p of a is 0, then x minus a will become a factor of p of x. Okay, let's begin with some questions. Examine whether x plus 2 is a factor of x cube plus 3x square plus 5x plus 6 and of 2x plus 4. Solution. So x plus 2 is a factor, means the 0 is minus 2. So the 0 of x plus 2 is minus 2. Now this one expression we'll consider as p of x, the other expression we'll consider, say, q of x. So that p of x equals to x cube plus 3x square plus 5x plus 6, comma, q of x equals to 2x plus 4. So we'll find p of minus 2 first. So p of minus 2 is minus 2 cube plus 3 of minus 2 whole square plus 5 of minus 2 plus 6. We get minus 8 plus 3 into 4 minus 10 plus 6. So we have minus 8 minus 10 is minus 18. 4 3s are 12. 12 plus 6 is 18. So 18 minus 18 we get 0. Therefore x equals to minus 2 is a 0 of p of x, and x plus 2 is a factor of p of x. So we got that x plus 2 is a factor by factor theorem. Now we have p of x and q of x. So q of minus 2 is 2 into minus 2 plus 4, which is minus 4 plus 4, that gives 0. Therefore x equals to minus 2 is a 0 of q of x. Hence x plus 2 is a factor. Since q of minus 2 is 0, so x plus 2 is a factor of q of x by factor theorem. The factor theorem said that if p of a is 0, then x minus a is a factor of p of x. So q of minus 2 is 0, so x plus 2 will become a factor of q of x. Example 2. So this is one type of question where you need to check by putting the value of this x equals to minus 2 in both of the equation. The other type of question you will get is where you will be said that one value is a factor, right? Find the value of k if x minus 1 is a factor of 4x cubed plus 3x square minus 4x plus k. In this, it is given that x minus 1 is a factor of this expression. We need to find the value of k. So solution. So if x minus a is a factor, then p of a is 0. So let p of x equals to, we name this as p of x, 4x cubed plus 3x square minus 4x plus k, as x minus 1 is a factor of p of x. So p of 1, x minus 1 is a factor, means so x equals to 1 will be a 0. So p of 1 will be equals to 0 because this is a factor. So this implies p of 1 will become 4 into 1 cube plus 3 into 1 square minus 4 into 1 plus k is equals to 0. So we have 4 plus 3 minus 4 plus k equals to 0. So 4 cancels off. We get k equals to minus 3. So in this question, it was given to us that x minus 1 is a factor. So we took this expression as p of x. After taking this expression as p of x, what we did is, as x minus 1 was a factor, so x equals to 1 will be a 0. So x equals to 1 is a 0 of p of x. So x equals to 1 is a 0 of p of x. Therefore, p of 1 will become 0 because it's a 0. The value remainder after putting 1, excess 1 will come as 0 because it's a 0 of the polynomial. So this implies we solve this and we get the value of k. Now, a very important thing that we are going to learn in factorization of polynomials is the middle term breaking. Middle term breaking is done for quadratic equation. Okay, a quadratic equation or quadratic expression in general looks like ax square, bx and c, and we always take a positive sign in front of x square. If it's negative, we'll take minus sign common and we'll make it positive. B can be positive or negative. Similarly, C can be positive or C can be negative. With these signs like plus ax square plus bx plus c, plus ax square minus bx plus c, plus ax square plus bx minus c, and plus ax square minus bx minus c, we have taken all the possible cases or sign that can be there. So as we have considered all the signs over here, so we'll get a common method of solving the questions. So whenever the coefficient of C, the sign of C is positive, you need to break B, you need to split B into two parts, B1 and B2, such that their addition gives us back B and their multiplication should be equals to A into C. This is the most important point here in middle term breaking. And whenever the sign of C is negative, we split B into two parts, B1 and B2, such that their subtraction will give us back B and b1 into b2 should be equals to a into c. Let me take some examples. Factorize 6x square plus 17x plus 5 say. So solution. So 6x square plus 17x plus 5. So first of all, first step we need to make the coefficient of x square as positive. Here the coefficient of x square is already positive, so we did not worry. Second, we need to check the sign of c. Here the sign of c, the constant term, is positive. So if the sign of constant term is positive, we need to split b into two parts, b1 and b2, such that their addition is b and their multiplication should be equals to a into c. So a into c is 6 into 5, that is 30. So 17, we need to divide it into two parts, b1 and b2, such that their multiplication should be equals to 30, a into c. So 17 we can write as 15 plus 2. So 15 plus 2 gives us 17, and 15 into 2 gives us 30. So this will be equals to 6x square plus 17 we are writing as b1 plus b2, that is 15 plus 2 into x plus 5, which gives us 6x square plus 15x plus 2x plus 5. That becomes, here in this 2, 3x comes common, 2x plus 5, plus in this 2 we have only one common, nothing else is common, 2x plus 5. So from this and this 2x plus 5 comes common. What is left is 3x plus 1. So this is our middle term breaking. So this is one example. Let's take another example. Factorize y square minus 5y plus 6. So solution. Okay. Y square minus 5x plus 6. First step, we need to check the sign of x square. The sign of means the degree 2 term. So the degree 2 term sign is positive. We needed all the sign as positive. So the sign is positive. Next we'll check the sign of c. So while checking the sign of c, is it positive or negative? This is positive. So it lies in this case, particularly this one, plus minus plus. So we need to divide b into two parts, b1 and b2, such that their addition is b and their multiplication should be equals to a into c. So this is our rough work. A into c is basically 1 into 6, that is 6. We need to divide 5 into two parts, such that their addition should be 5 and their multiplication should be 6. So 5 we can write as 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 is 5 and 2 into 3 will give us 6. So this becomes y square minus, we are writing 5 as 2 plus 3. Sorry, this will be y plus 6, that is equals to y square minus 2y minus 3y plus 6. So first two terms y comes common, so y minus 2. Next two terms minus 3 we take common. Since there was minus, when we take minus common, we have plus sign over here. So y minus 3 into y is minus 3y, and here this will become minus 2, because minus into minus will give us plus. Whenever you take minus common, if there is minus it becomes plus, if there is plus it becomes minus. How do we check this? Is you can multiply this back and you can see if this comes back or not. Minus 3 into y is minus 3y, and minus 3 into minus 2 becomes plus 6. So from this to y minus 2 comes common. What is left? Y minus 3 is left. So this is our factorization. Okay. Let's take one more question. Factorize, say 3x square minus x minus 4. So solution, we have 3x square minus x minus 4. So quotient of x square positive, quotient of x square positive. So first step is fine. Second step, we need to check the sign of c. The sign of c is negative. So this is our this case. So what we are checking is we need to divide b into b2 parts, b1 and b2, such that b1 minus b2 gives us back b, and b1 into b2 gives us a into c. So a into c is basically 12, 3, 4, 12. We do not take x, okay, when we take a and c. A is the quotient of x square and c is the constant term. Quotient of x square here is 3. So 3 into 4, we are taking 12. And we need to divide b. Nothing is written, means it's 1. We need to divide b into 2 parts, such that their subtraction should be 1 and their multiplication should be 12. So we can write 1 as 4 minus 3, where 4 into 3 will give us 12. So this becomes 3x square minus, we'll write 1 as 4 minus 3, b1 minus b2, 4 minus 3, x minus 4. So we have 3x square minus 4x minus minus plus 3x minus 4. So x comes common, 3x minus 4. Here we have only one common, 3x minus 4. 3x minus 4 comes common from both of them, and we are left with x plus 1. So this is our factorization. And till now we learned how to factorize a 2-degree polynomial. Now let's see how to factorize a 3-degree polynomial. Example 6. So factorize x to the power 3 minus 23 x square minus 142x minus 120 plus 142x minus 120. Solution. Okay. So first of all, let p of x, we'll assume this as p of x, is equals to x cube minus 23x square plus 142x minus 120. Second step, what we are going to do is called the hit and trial method. Whenever you are given a 3-degree polynomial, we use the method of hit and trial method to find the factor. Say this will be our rough work. So say we find p of 1. We'll put 1, minus 1, 2, minus 2, 3, minus 3 and check if it satisfies or not. So p of 1 will become 1 cube minus 23 into 1 square plus 142 into 1 minus 120. So we have 1 minus 23 plus 142 minus 120. So 1 plus 142 is 143 minus 23 minus 120. Signs are same, so we'll add them. So this becomes minus 143, that is 0. So p of 1 is coming as 0. This is called hit and trial method. If suppose by 1 we would have not gotten it, then we would have checked with p of minus 1. Then we would have checked with p of 2, p of minus 2. But from 1 only we got p of 1 as 0. So we'll stop here. So we'll write by hit and trial method, we get p of 1 equals to 0. So if p of 1 is 0, so x minus 1 is a factor of p of x dividing p of x by x minus 1. So we'll divide the polynomial by x minus 1. So polynomial is x cube minus 23x square plus 142x minus 120, and we are dividing by x minus 1. So first we'll match this with this. So to get x cube from x, we multiply by x square. X into x square, x cube, minus 1 into x square is minus x square. Signs change. Minus 23 plus 1 is minus 22 x square. Now plus 14x comes down. From x we are getting minus 22x square. So x into minus 22x will give us minus 22x square. Minus into minus plus 22x. Signs change. So this cancels off. We have minus 22 plus 14, that is minus 8x, and minus 120 comes down. This was, I think, minus 142, not 114, 142. So this was 142. 142 minus 22 will become 120, minus 120, minus 120. Okay. So x into minus 120 gives us minus 120x, and minus into minus we have plus, this was plus, this was plus, we multiply by plus, we get minus 120. So signs change, this cancels off, we get a 0. Okay. See what happened here was, I mistakenly took 14, this was 142. 142 minus 22 will become 120 plus 120, and minus 120 comes down. So x on multiplication with plus 120, we get 120x, and minus 1 into 120 is minus 120. Signs change, 120x minus 120x cancels off, minus 120 plus 120 also cancels off. So we have 0 as our result. So what we get is x square minus 22x plus 120. So we'll middle term break this one. So a into c, 1 into 120 is 120. So x square minus, we'll split this term. C sign is positive. So we'll just split this term into as a sum of two terms such that their multiplication should come as 120. So if we take say 12 into 10. So 12 plus 10 gives us 22, and 12 into 10 will give us 120. 1 into 120, that is 120. So x square minus 12x plus minus 10x, plus into minus is minus 10x plus 120. So x comes common, x minus 12, and in this 2 minus 10 will take common. Signs will change, minus 10x becomes plus over here, and plus 120 becomes minus. So on taking 10 common, it will be left with 12. So x minus 12 comes common, and we are left with x minus 10. So x minus 1 is one of the factor. Other two factors are x minus 12 and x minus 10. So therefore, our main polynomial x cubed minus 23x square plus 142x minus 120 will be equals to, the first factor was x minus 1, next two factors are x minus 12 and x minus 10. So this is our solution. With this we come to the end of today's lecture. Please practice exercise 2.4 from your NCERT textbook. Thank you.